Well, it is a monument of sorts to the revitalization of downtown Fort Wayne. Ash Brokerage officially opening its new headquarters in downtown Fort Wayne in June of 2016. The 65,000 square foot facility features a state-of-the-art 3-story atrium, rooftop green space, coffee bars, and next year in the complex, a Ruth's Chris Steakhouse will open on the first floor. Welcome back to this special edition of Inside Indiana Business, powered by Comcast Business, coming to you from Parkview Field in the heart of downtown Fort Wayne. Time now for a special edition of the Insiders, a Fort Wayne Northeast Indiana edition, if you will. And joining me now are Visit Fort Wayne CEO Dan O'Connell, also Miro Center for Research and Innovation Senior Vice President and Chief Academic Research Officer Mike Miro, and PNC Client and Community Relations Vice President Catherine Hill. And welcome one and all to the Insiders. And I want to start off by giving you each a chance to kind of sound off, if you will, on your big takeaway of all the activity. We've talked about it through the course of this show. So much activity in downtown Fort Wayne, so many projects underway, more to break ground soon. What's your big takeaway of all this activity?
10 years ago, we used to all talk about our inferiority complex. That has changed drastically, especially in the last 5 years. I was just at the GE campus, had a holiday lighting, and suddenly there's over 1,000 people just hanging out in an alley because we lit it up, because they're all so excited about what's happening in Fort Wayne and what's to come. There's so much momentum here and so much collaboration.
You certainly had an impact on the culture, the mindset here. Dan?
Gary, we've seen Fort Wayne become a destination. We've been a major destination for national conventions. We were growing as a destination for downtown and leisure activities. Lots of families come here and enjoy things like beautiful Parkview Field and our zoo. But we're also seeing a growth in our hospitality industry. We've opened 20 new restaurants in the last 5 years. We're adding 2 new hotels in downtown Fort Wayne, plus 6 other ones. Yep. So we've become a very good destination for people for both leisure and business activities.
Yep. Mike, your take, you've been involved in so many things in and around Fort Wayne for a lot of years. Your big takeaway?
This started about 20 years ago, and with the development of the Northeast Indiana Innovation Center, young people started to realize they could start businesses in Fort Wayne. But then with opening of Parkview Field, and with that was the tipping point for the acceleration of downtown and the region, and it really has had a dramatic impact on attracting new and retaining new talent and good talent. Highly educated people want to come here, and I've seen secondary migration of young people to come, certainly in healthcare in my field.
Well, we'll talk about that innovation in healthcare and how much activity goes on here at your center at Parkview. Sure. A lot of really world-class research, and you're attracting some talent. Correct. To connect to that.
So actually, I moved to Fort Wayne from the University of Iowa, and not from Fort Wayne, but I set up a research center, and with the help of Parkview, got support, and now we're doing over 150 clinical trials. These are sponsored trials that companies need to do in order to get FDA approval for their drugs or devices. It brings new therapy to patients, and the reason the non-for-profit health system like Parkview would support this is to bring new therapies to patients that they can't get outside of an investigational setting. We do 3 things at the center. We support biomedical research. We have an advanced simulation center to improve patient safety and quality and training clinicians on advanced procedures. And we have an innovation program. We're one of 58 hospitals in the country with a medical innovation program. The 12,000 employees leverage that tool to bring out new ideas. And in the first year it was open, it's been open for 2 years now, we had 442 ideas submitted in 2 weeks.
Wow. How would you rate the talent attraction and retention efforts and going on now in the region?
So there are so many wonderful placemaking activities underway throughout the whole region, and one thing that PNC, as a member of the Northeast Indiana Regional Partnership, the Regional Opportunity Council, which is a membership group of about 150 business investors in this region, saying we're going to link arms, get together, and get serious about this. That ROC investment group has developed 3 task forces. One of them is specifically focused on talent attraction, and I'm helping lead that task force. We all agree and understand there are so many wonderful things already underway. We've got the Fort Wayne Trails. We've got wonderful, as John mentioned earlier, regional investments in all of our smaller communities around Fort Wayne. We've got Riverfront happening, the GE campus, the Arts United organization, and the Platform for Culture. YLNI, the list goes on and on. So there are amazing things happening. What the Talent Attraction Task Force is working on now is how do we get the word out to the right people? How do we make sure that talent understands that there is a place for you here in Northeast Indiana to start, to grow, and to stay?
Good. I think we have a question from the audience, sir. If you could introduce yourself.
John Crawford on City Council. All the people you've talked to, what is the one thing that the young people say we're missing in Fort Wayne? What do they identify? Gosh, we wish Fort Wayne had blank.
Well, we're finding that they want entertainment, and that's why the economic development strategy, workforce development, fits really hand in glove with some of our tourism development. So we've added wonderful music concerts like Middle Waves. We're developing the riverfront. There's a quality of place that will entertain not only our residents, but visitors when they want to come to our community. We'll have a showcase destination to see. So I think the two work really hand in hand. What we hear at the Visitor Center at Visit Fort Wayne, we have new people come in kind of checking out our community. They're asking, where are the local restaurants? Where are some of the places we can experience Fort Wayne? And what do you have to offer that will entertain us?
So I have a lot of students that come here to have an experience in the summer, not just medical students, but PhD scientists. But one of the things that's missing was the fact that they do want to start a business. There's no seed funding. So we have to struggle to get seed funding to provide startup funds for some of these young people that want to explore their entrepreneurism and bring their ideas to fruition.
Talk quickly, if you would, the impact of development on tourism and the convention business and folks coming in.
It's been tremendous. We've attracted some very major National Federation of Genealogists will be meeting here next year. The National Associated Brass Band have chosen us because the embassy and the convention center package are so tight. And we're also trying to make our name for ourselves in adaptive sports. Youth with disability who still want to get the quality of life experience of being involved in sports competition. And through Turnstone, that has really helped us attract the National Juniors and the Championships will be here next year in their multi-sport competition. It's helping to generate a lot of activity and support in all sorts of things, tourism, economic development, downtown development.
Very good. With that, we'll put a wrap on a quick edition of The Insiders. Dan O'Connell from Visit Fort Wayne, Mike Miro, obviously from Parkview Health, the Center for Research and Innovation, and Catherine Hill from PNC. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Gary.